Hello, it's Stuart. I'm just reacting to this video. It's an ex-Christian explaining biblical reasons why I left Christianity. So let's have a listen to what he's got to say.
I'm Danny. I became a Christian in early childhood when I accepted the beliefs of my parents, Sunday school teachers, my friends, and well-meaning adults in our little farming community. Now, I didn't realize it at the time, but I was actually putting on a set of Christian belief glasses that would accompany me through my life, and I would view and judge the world through. And looking through my Christian belief glasses, the world was very black and white. There were bad people and good people and right people and wrong people and evil people. And another thing I didn't realize when I was accepting and putting on my belief glasses was that along with my glasses, I was accepting a very real fear of taking off or even questioning my belief glasses. And it doesn't matter whether you've put on Jehovah's Witness belief glasses or Mormon or Muslim or Catholic or Christian or whatever. As long as we have our glasses on and we're surrounded by people that all agree that, yeah, we are the only ones going to heaven and we got the truth, it's okay. But if, like me, you begin to, in my mid-40s, question, say, wait a minute, how do I know this is true? And does it even make sense? And, can I prove it? And where did it come from? And then that little fear pops up that's always been under the surface and the little voice starts saying, oh, don't question this. You shouldn't be questioning it. You got the truth. You're going to go to hell. It's the devil that's deceiving you. So let me tell you a story that illustrates real clearly the difference between how I see life now without my Christian belief glasses and how I saw it when I was wearing my Christian belief glasses. And I have a friend from my fundamentalist days, great guy. I really do like him. But he posted on his Facebook page a thing that said, the only reason we need so many laws is because we don't keep these 10. And of course, he had a picture of the 10 Commandments. Now, back when I was wearing my Christian belief glasses, I would have been like, oh, hey, man, we need to get the 10 Commandments back in the classrooms and in the courthouses. But since I've removed my Christian belief glasses, his view, which of course is my former view, it kind of seems nonsense. So I sent him a private message and I said, I respect you, but would you explain to me why you think the 10 Commandments would be such a good thing for us to live under? Because I see it differently. I said, first of all, I don't think it has anything to do with having all those laws because we don't keep the 10 Commandments. I think it's solely because we don't keep the one and only commandment Jesus told us we needed to keep, and that's the law of love. Love for the Creator, love for ourselves as priceless children of the Creator, and then we can love our neighbor as we love ourselves.
Now, this is where I don't get it. I've been following him well enough up until now. So he was brought up in a Christian believing community. At a very early stage, he put on these Christian belief glasses so that that was his worldview. And Christianity, like all other religions, has got a self-defense mechanism, a protection mechanism, so that it doesn't allow you to question it. And it strikes fear into you and guilt and shame if you do question it. I can see all that. What I don't understand is that he says he took off his Christian belief glasses and he's corresponding with somebody on Facebook who's advocating for the 10 Commandments. And Danny is actually advocating for the commandment of Jesus, which is to love thy neighbor, etc. And he's referring to the Creator, and I don't really get it. Has he left Christianity or not? Because he seems to be, a lot of Christians do. They leave the Old Testament behind, say, ignore all that barbaric laws and everything, and just look at what Jesus said. So I'm not quite grasping and getting at the moment that he's left Christianity because he's quoting Jesus.
I said, that's the reason we need so many laws. I said, but secondly, I'm sure you know that the 10 Commandments are only the first 10 out of 613 commandments Moses gave. Now, the 5th commandment says, children, obey your parents. Okay, but what about the rest of that law? What if we have a disobedient or stubborn child? Well, if we read on down in the law of Moses, the child is to be stoned to death. I said, if we were under the law of Moses, I could rape your daughter, and if you hadn't promised her to another man, and then I could buy her from you, or I could sell you my daughter as a slave. And of course, we can own slaves, buy, sell, give them as an inheritance. We can even beat our slaves as long as we don't hurt them badly enough that they can't be up and around in a few days. Now, under the law of Moses, we could be stoned to death for a long list of things: perjury, adultery, blasphemy. If we don't worship God, we could be stoned to death. Doing any work on the Sabbath will get us stoned to death. Moses had a man stoned to death because he was picking up sticks on the Sabbath. I said, now explain to me why you think that would be a good system of government for us to be under. Because I think it's one of the most evil totalitarian systems that's ever been invented. Well, my point in this whole thing is that when we accept any set of religious belief glasses, we're seeing the world skewed through that. And I am so glad that I removed my belief glasses that told me, oh, they're bad people, evil people, don't stay away from them. Because the people that I formerly, my belief glasses had told me were evil, today I found some of the kindest, most beautiful people that have enriched my life through their friendship just beyond measure. So don't be afraid to question your beliefs, because it can set you free and just open your heart to love.
Okay. What to say about that? He's taken off his Christian belief glasses, but he's very much still using the lexicography of Christianity. He's talking about Jesus taught love thy neighbor. He's using language like the Creator. He's referring to. He's saying, actually, the other man, his fundamentalist friend on Facebook is saying that we need all these laws because we can't keep the 10. Which is crazy in a way, because I think the first 4 are kind of only concerned with God's authority, and then the remainder, some are relevant. So he's saying we should have these 10, and he's saying no, we don't need the 10, we just need the 1. We need one law. We need all these laws because we can't keep the 1, which is that we all should love each other. Well, I would question whether, even if we did all keep that law, that we should all love each other, that we would then not need all the statutes and laws. I think that's complete nonsense. You do sometimes commit crimes against people you love. So I think that's untrue. But what worries me about him and concerns me about him is that he's claiming that he's left Christianity, and yet he's still hung up on the words of Jesus. So I don't see any need to, once you've left Christianity, I don't see any need to refer to anything in Christianity or the Bible at all. I think that it's a feature of Christians who've given up their faith that they still cling to the New Testament. They still cling to Jesus. From a lot of the testimonies that I've been watching on YouTube, this guy, for example. I need to look at the rest of his channel and read through some of the comments to find out what his position is. Is he an atheist, or has he developed his own sort of Christian worldview? It sounds to me like he still is very much clinging to Christ. He's clinging to Jesus. Okay, well, I'll find out, and I'll get back to you in due course. In the meantime, if you know anything about him or you've seen any of his videos, let me know what you think. Bye for now.